Welcome to People. I'm Micah Mater. Martin Luther King Jr. Day is Monday, January 19th. The federal holiday is observed on the third Monday of January every year in honor of his commitment, inspiration, and sacrifice in his historic fight for civil rights in the United States and around the world. In 1966, Dr. King moved into the North Lawndale neighborhood. He lived there with his family to draw attention to discriminatory housing practices, and it is the inspiration for a new play, Lawndale King. Playwright Willie Round and director Pamon Rami are here. First of all, thanks for coming in, guys. This is amazing because you lived it. You were there then when it happened. We're going to talk about that too. But also, you gave us some good facts that this was the first place where Dr. King got a street named after him. He lived in Lawndale for a year. I thought it was a couple of months. So you did all this. What made you do this now in 2025?
Well,
oh, actually we're 2026, but you did it in 2025.
Yeah. But the reason why I made this play is because I wanted to shed light on the reason why King came to our neighborhood, which was to bring awareness to equal housing, employment, and school. He wanted fair schooling for everybody. So I wanted to resurrect that time in that apartment. So the whole entire play, well, in second half of the play is like about the transcripts with him and meeting with Daley. But the first
Richard Daley, who was the mayor at the time.
Yep, Richard Daley. And but the first part of the play is intimate moments in that 16th and Hamlin apartment where they stayed. And I wanted people to understand and know where and what they were discussing. How did these demonstrations come about, from them marching in Marquette Park and going over to Cicero and planning to go to Cicero? Like, how did these conversations go? Like, or anything like the protesters and things. So yeah, that's why I wrote it in as well, to humanize Martin Luther King as well, because we put him as a martyr and a hero and things like that, and people try to say, hey, King didn't do this and he didn't do that. He, all these negative things about him. It's like, no, he was human.
Just like everybody else.
Just like everybody else. That's the reason why I made this play, to humanize him.
And you luckily got one of the best directors here in the city of Chicago, arguably, is Pamon Rami. Thank you so much for coming. And tell us, you remember when this happened. Tell us your story. You were 15 years old?
I was 15 years old. Someone came to my house and knocked on the door, and they said that the King was in the park. And I said, the King? I was thinking that they were talking about the King of England, because I didn't know who Martin Luther King was. So I go out to the park and I hear him speak, and he's eloquent, he's king. However, at the end of his speech, he said, we're going to march to Garfield, we're going to march to Marquette Park, and we're going to march to Cicero. And I went home because I understood what the danger of that meant.
Especially in 1966, right?
Oh, we couldn't go in those neighborhoods. As the kids say now, they were murder, death, kill. I mean, it was impossible. As a young baseball player, I went to the baseball park. We went out the wrong door, and the 7 and 8-year-olds were chased back across the Dan Ryan. But the significance of King coming to the west side had a great deal to do with the tenements that we were living in. And I don't know that many people know how bad they were. They were rat infested. There was holes in the ceilings. A lot of them didn't have heat. Some of them had to be shared. We even had, and I don't know how many people know this, but there were even party lines.
Yeah, on the phone.
Yeah, you had to pick up to see if somebody else was on the phone
before you could use it. Right.
And so King coming in and saying that irrespective of what they've gone through in the South, they had land. They were spread out. They weren't as condensed as we were here. And so for him to come in, it had a great impact.
Willie, I know that he often said he's from the South, but he had never seen someplace so segregated as the city of Chicago.
Yeah. It was a lot of things that King was up against when he came here. The SCLC as well.
Southern Christian Leadership Conference.
Southern Christian Leadership Conference. Chicago was a machine-ran city, and it was the go-along, get-along gang. And King came here to break that up. And yes, he did it with all his might.
And in your play, you have the mayor, you have Coretta Scott King, you have a lot of people playing that role. And this is going to be a one-time showing, right?
Yep, stage reading at Chicago History Museum 1 o'clock at
On Monday.
Collaboration Theater is producing it on Monday.
And we should say it's called Collaboration, not collaboration.
Collaboration.
So we want people to say. Now, you said, Pamon, that he became the head of the SCLC by accident.
He did. When he showed up after coming out of college, he attended a meeting and he was late. And they said, well, you're late, you're a minister, you're new in town, you be the
It's
chair.
on you.
Yeah,
There you go, because you were late. And look what happened. I tell you, Chicago became a jumping point for a lot, jumping off point for a lot of things that happened throughout the country, didn't he?
Yeah, so Chicago is the first city to ever have a King Drive and the first city to actually acknowledge King national holiday. So we drove a lot of the first thing. I'm gonna take a quote out of Dilla. Everything dope comes from Chicago. Everything dope about America comes from Chicago, and we were the first to acknowledge King as a martyr nationally. So
Chicago also generated the first black film company, 1910, the first vaudeville theater, the first black museum, the first black hospital, the first black nursing school, the first black arts center, and we can go on and on down the line from its beginning with John Baptiste Pointe-Dusabe.
Don't forget the first black president.
And the first black president, and the impact of the mayor that Harold Washington had on developing what ultimately became the Rainbow Coalition. Chicago has always been unique and special, and the only thing that has kept us from growing is the fact that we have not told our stories.
Right.
We're accused of being the second city,
but
only because we haven't told enough people that we set up so that all the other cities could exist.
And I thank you both for telling this story. The live reading of Lawndale King is Monday on the King holiday at the Chicago History Museum. For tickets, visit collaboration.org.